В началото ще дам думата на доктор Зампальоне да даде неговото виждане или наблюдение по-скоро какво се случва в последните месеци след като GDPR влезе в сила. Какви са неговите наблюдения?
Thank you. Thank you. I look like a cyborg here. Yeah.
You're digitally transformed. So
Yes. Okay, thank you again for having invited me to participate to this fora. As I said this morning, I'm personally an expert in information security. I'm not a data protection expert. However, in our organization, we process personal data. As you saw this morning, we process personal data, biometrics, facial images, fingerprints. In the future, probably, we also process DNA data. So it goes without saying that information security and data protection are two aspects that work definitely together. Having said so, what I have to say is that in the European Union, and I work for an agency that is part of the European Commission, we don't apply yet the GDPR. Because we still apply Regulation 45/2001, that is still the former GDPR, and we are waiting for the adoption of the translation of the GDPR to be applied to the EU institutions and agencies. But it goes without saying that our activities definitely have to already to comply with the GDPR. I mean, we cannot do any action that is against the current legislation. So the translation of the GDPR that enter into force at the end of May for European institutions and agencies will enter into force now. It's a question of weeks. For the European Commission and the agencies, there are not so many changes compared to before. Why? Because it was already obliged at that time, since 2001, to nominate a DPO. So I've been working now several years for the EU institutions, and since then I'm used to work with a DPO. So this person, this role, is actually fully already integrated within the processes of EU organizations. So it is already a natural presence that we definitely accept as being part of a normal realm of our daily job. I can understand that there is a big change of a contract with the private sector, because the private sector has to definitely implement a change in their processes, in their way to deal with data subjects. And yeah, this will be a good challenge. Anyway, I think that the fact that the GDPR exists can only be for a good reason, and actually to make it in a way that our personal data are always kept under proper control, especially now with the era of digitalization.
Thank you, Dr. Zampaglione.